Hello, everyone.
Welcome back to C Tier Gaming.
Today we're gonna progress through game. Good game. Oh, I forgot about these.
Mechanical tub, mechanical.
I'll take it.
You should get the mechanical tub.
How much is it?
It's only 40 grand.
I'll have to think about it.
It's only 40 grand.
Would you, if you had the money? I don't even have the money.
No, you don't even have the money.
Not even close. Excuse me. But if you were in this time frame, hold that thought. Good God, burp. Okay, I'm done burping. If you were in this time frame, would you spend 40,000 grand for mechanical
40,000 grand?
Yeah.
You mean 40 grand?
You know what I mean. I do want to come back to this guy later, but I think it'd be funny to take a picture with the Garchomp.
If you guys had 40,000 grand, would you spend
Shut up! Just answer the damn question.
on a washing machine? Yeah, I would.
Okay. But what if you had to, what if they're the only way you could do that is by catching this Alpha Garchomp?
Then I'd go get me an Alpha Garchomp.
Fair enough. But what if the Alpha Garchomp was really difficult? Okay, this is going nowhere. Go back to talking about Pokemon. Finally.
Something else that I'll mention. Something else instead of Pokemon, but I'll probably be cut off a couple times because story and all that. You know what ended since the last time that we had a C tier recording session?
I do, but you're gonna wing balls.
It's Chainsaw Man.
Yeah.
Chainsaw Man ended. And listen, some Chainsaw Man spoilers of the last 3 chapters, or let's say last 2 chapters of the series. Not 3 chapters, 3 chapters of the series. Some spoilers. You don't care about spoilers for Chainsaw Man.
I mean, I already know what happens.
Okay.
I mean, you already told me.
I probably asked you for if
Which
you
actually,
care about spoilers. Then.
I don't care about these spoil. I still am going to enjoy watching through Chainsaw Man.
Yeah, so spoilers for the last 3 episodes or 3 chapters of Chainsaw Man. If you guys care about that, I probably don't listen.
I'll put a little times or where you should skip to. How about that?
The end of the episode.
That's true.
Here, you can go ahead.
Okay.
But yeah, so Chainsaw Man ended. And I want to take this into consideration real quick of where I was at, right? When reading Chainsaw Man. So I read
so we're going to
chapter 230, right? And chapter 230 ends with this one character. Is it the chapter with I'm scrolling through this real quick. It ends with this devil showing up and a bunch of insects, right? A couple devils, a couple insects, right? And there's this one character who will say is the war devil. Is like, hey Denji, you killed these devils for me, and I'll have sex with you. And he's like, oh my god, this is huge. All right. So he's like, all right, just have to go kill these devils. He's about to go kill the rip his chainsaw and all that. And instead of doing that, he's like, how do I do this again? And there's just a devil coming up to him, about to give him the craziest right hook. Right? So after that, we go to the second to last chapter, which I didn't know was the second to last chapter until I get a Google notification on my phone about people talking. What are you waiting for?
I'm sorry. I'm listening to your story. I'm so enchanted by it.
Getting a Google notification saying that the next chapter of Chainsaw Man to be released is the last chapter, which he did for part 1 also. Part 1, he announced, hey, this is the end of part 1. But he specified it was part 1, which means it's part 2, right?
Yeah.
This time, by the way, I mentioned he didn't say it was the end of part 2. He just said it was the end.
Wow.
So there is no part 3.
Wow.
You know how the second to last chapter ended when I then sat down in my lab and I'm like, I'm reading this right now? It opens with Denji sitting in a field of flowers and being like, what happened? And Pochi's just saying, you died.
You died.
You got eaten by a devil. The end.
He says the end?
No, but he something does genuinely drop some crazy lines. Some of the lines that he drops about like the theme of the show are really, really interesting, right? So then the series ends, and I'll say this is like a big thing you'll see in the next season, so I won't say anything, but the whole reason that people are going after like the chainsaw heart specifically, because that's like been like a big thing that you've seen, right?
Yeah.
The specific reason for that I won't say, but because of that, Poach is able to do something crazy, and it essentially means the entire series was a dream. Essentially, there's more to it, and it would make more sense, right?
Okay.
So then I see this and I lose it because we're already like, oh yeah, the next chapter is the last chapter. So we get that, and it wakes up with, and it's Denji back in his shack, right? Fights the zombie devil. Some other genuinely cool stuff happens, right? Some cool like alternate timeline stuff happens, and that's neat, right? We get to see a timeline if this happened instead of this, etc. Right? But then we have the crazy scene, and if you were on Instagram, you would see this clip, right? One character that you see from part 2, like the main character of part 2, because believe it or not, Denji wasn't supposed to be the main character of part 2.
Really?
He was supposed to be a character, but he was not supposed to be the main character.
Huh.
So we see the main character of part 2 in this alternate timeline, where like one of like the main things that happens that's like sets her off on whatever for the rest of part 2 is about to happen, and Denji stops it from happening. Which I think it would have been way better character development if she character development with an asterisk, because technically she never developed because it never happened in the first place. But if she had stopped herself from doing it, and it shows like, you know, character and it's beautiful and whatever, but Denji saves her, and she drops the fire line of "Thank you, Chainsaw Man." Chainsaw Man doesn't exist in this timeline. So like that like hits something in him. He's like, Chainsaw Man, like what does that mean? But it's still like a hits the soul kind of a thing. Alternate timelines, whatever. And she says, because you were because you were fighting with a chainsaw. Oh yeah.
Wow.
The chapter then ends 4 pages after that, and that is the end of the series.
Huh. Okay, Garchomp being like this is really funny.
Upset does not express how I was feeling at seeing this chapter. It was better than the second to last chapter. And I've had a lot of time to like think about it, right? And I don't know how to feel. It is a very conflicting ending.
That's fair.
Because technically, everything we saw in the main series didn't happen. Technically. And people have overanalyzed, like, to hell and back these last 2 chapters.
That's fair.
Because they, like I said, it came out of nowhere. And it is really funny because I actually saw one of my friends from up here, like a local friend, was talking to me about it, and he's read Chainsaw Man's author's like other series called Fire Punch.
Mm-hmm.
And he mentioned, he's like, you know, if Fire Punch ended today, the exact way it ended when it did end, the author would be crucified.
Fair enough.
Because everything he writes is just ends. You have a million unanswered questions, but that's it. Anyways, we'll get back to this in a moment.
Welcome back to C2 Gaming if you skipped it. So, we're to make for the Alabaster Islands.
That's right.
That's right. I see. Of course, I'm all too aware of the injuries done to some of our own good people because of the frenzies of the other nobles. There seemed little choice but to intervene. But this Avalok out in the Alabaster Islands hasn't harmed a soul, as I hear. Does it really behoove us to go out of our way to subdue him?
If Avalanche is huge and strong as they say, there's a good chance you can start an avalanche.
Avalanches don't require any Pokemon's help. They could perfectly well on their own, you know. I confess I still have my doubts whether we should even be getting involved in this case. No damage has been done so far, but if we send Pennies out there, we'll be putting her in danger of real harm. That has not stopped you with the other Pokemon. What was different than, like, the giant fire-breathing tiger?
Because that was willing to hurt people. Avalanche has been chilling.
But people... Alright.
But people say the frenzies make the noble suffer, right? So wouldn't it be a kindness for us to quell the Lord?
Is this game really going to give me a moral dilemma between should I stop these frenzies or not? There's simply so
more
much we
than
don't
you
yet
know.
Understand when it comes to a noble Pokemon.
Yo, don't grab my foot.
Did I grab your foot?
Yes.
I did not mean to grab it. Genuinely, I was grabbing the cord because it's like my controller has a cord extended from it. So sorry, I did not mean to grab it.
Huh.
All right,
Ew.
now I purposely grabbed it. Anyways, so something space-time rift. What is it, I wonder, that the commander hopes will come about from our quelling the nobles? Or indeed from surveying any of the Pokemon of this land? What does he hope to achieve? I certainly hope so. My goal of my research is to help build a future where everyone gets along with Pokemon.
Professor.
Nothing to bother yourselves about. Doubtless, I'm just being a silly sausage. You've got a mission to carry out, haven't you? Pennies? Then we will support you in it.
How about I offer my support by giving you another shot at honing your battle skills?
You're gonna get absolutely destroyed. I'm going to send my Alpha Garchomp.
Go, Garchomp!
I
kill
love
him.
that thing so much.
Ignore the Pokemon he sends out. Kill him!
There's a pose you can do that was like sitting on the bench. I wish that you could direct your Pokemon to sit on that bench with you.
Go, Mr. Mime.
Mr. Mime.
Typhlosion.
That's fair. If you want to keep talking about Chainsaw Man, you can. I won't.
Without the spoilers. I won't say that so we don't have to, have to put like a spoiler warning on screen. People have been like super over analyzing the past 2 chapters, and I have learned to appreciate. Oh my god!
Yeah, no,
What,
this kid's
Mr.
gonna get his shit wrecked.
And it's very, very. Why have you not evolved your Staravia? It is level 4. Oh my god! It is level 46. Why do you not have a Staraptor?
It won't be alive to die. Really?
Oh.
He's got 3 Pokemon? Okay.
Rest in peace, Typhlosion.
Fair enough.
Yeah, and I have definitely learned to appreciate the last 2 chapters more by watching like these analysis and like super like deep dives. Like it got to the point where like someone analyzed like one sentence. It's like they changed the wording of this one single word, not even in English, but in the Japanese kanji. They changed it from one kanji to another, but it means the same word, but like slightly different because kanji's weird. And people are like, oh my god, this is the biggest discovery of all time. Fujimoto's actually a genius.
I mean, he did write Chainsaw Man. And got away with ending it the way he did.
That's a stretch. It got away with it as a stretch. This guy is like so hated right now. I saw something. I think it was Elias sent it to me actually. She was like, Fujimoto, a guy who loves when like women get mad and hate him and yell at him, ending Chainsaw Man the way he did, and having a bunch of women angry at him and yelling at him.
That's right. It sounds like a Paris one dealing with blah, blah.
I just thought that was so funny.
My divorced wife or whatever. Remember that bit? It's been a while.
Right. Yeah.
We're gonna at least
Alabaster
Alabama. You alabasted.
Alabaster Icelands.
Welcome to the Alabaster Icelands.
The 5th area.
Finally, dude.
Making some good progress.
What do you mean good progress? We're like 40 episodes in.
Well, we're like closer to like 50 at this point, I think.
Oh my gosh.
Look at how beautiful, though.
This is really cool.
Look at how pretty.
How pretty it is. I'm here too. Word, it's rather chilly here, isn't it? Grass you may safe and sound in any case. Very few venture to these alabaster islands apart from Taohua. I really hope I'm reading that. Taohua, leading the odd supply corps excursion to gather materials. I'm sorry if I said that wrong. But the Survey Corps, of course, must go anywhere that Pokemon are found. When I gather Ice Peak Arena, where you'll find Avalugg, is rather far off, I'm afraid. Doubtless, this mission to tackle Avalugg will be another dangerous one. Learn all you can from Iridia and Adamant to try and keep yourself safe. Okay. Penny, brisk out here, isn't it? I wonder why. How aren't you freezing?
How aren't you freezing?
That's the most reasonable thing anyone has said in this fucking game. Freezing, I'm practically sweating. The cancer makes it to where I'm always hot. If you think this is bad, just wait. This is nothing compared to where we're headed.
You know, I'm beginning to think the problem between us isn't a Diamond Clan thing or a Pearl Clan thing. It's just a you and me thing. We'll never see eye to eye on anything, will we?
No, we won't. I don't see how we could, as long as you and your clan cling to your vision of an almighty Sinnoh that reigns over time. Forgive my bluntness, but if such a being even does exist, it's certainly not almighty Sinnoh.
Yes, you believe what you want. Just tell us where we have to go.
We're headed to see my teacher, and he's only ever found in one place.
Leave it all in one place? You should find it? The One Piece?
I'm gonna kill
you. You're talking about that Gartic fellow, right? Where do we find him?
At Avalugg's legacy, obviously. Where else but a great mass of ice could I have meant when I said we'd be headed somewhere even colder? Alright, Marina, no need to act like a bitch.
Where else, indeed? Ready to go, Pennies?
Oh, this fucking bitch. Don't you run away from me, you son of a bitch. Sure, stop by without me. This is why I can't stand people who only care about whether time is passing them by. See you Avalugg's legacy, Pennies. Take care on your way. Wow. So, next time on C-Tier Gaming,
we're gonna go to Avalugg's Legacy.
Avalugg.
We're gonna meet Irida and Adaman.
Hotel California.
And explore the rest of Alabasta.
Alabasta?
Alabasta,
yeah. One Piece.
something One Piece.
You can't escape
Alabaster Icelands.
All right.
We'll see you guys then.
See you later.